Okay, Tony and Manuel were trimming the branches of a tree. Tony was using an 18-foot ladder and Manuel was using a 24-foot ladder. Both ladders were leaning against a tree at a 40-degree angle, creating similar triangles. The bottom of the 18-foot ladder was 7 feet away from the tree. What is D, the distance of the taller ladder from the tree, measured in feet and inches? Okay, so we have some similarities here. We're talking about similar figures, so I'm going to shade my lines like I would. Okay, right there. And so I'm going to set up a proportion, and I'm going to say red over blue, red over blue. So once I put that, I say 18 over 7, 24 over D. It's just solving like two similar triangles. So 18 times D is 18D. 24 times 7 is 168. And we're going to divide both sides by 18. Divide both sides by 18. So 168 divided by 18 goes in there 9 times. And so look right there. And then we drop down a 0, and it's going to go in there 3 times. Okay, and look what it's going to repeat. It's going to repeat that. But we need to know that that's a decimal version, and we know that 12 inches are in a foot. So 0.3 of that 12 would be 4 inches, and that's where you get F. Okay, number 9. We have our shades right here. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to set up a proportion because I feel like that's what works best. So we have 2.5 over 3.75 and X over 60. So I would cross multiply those and say 3.75X 2.5 times 60. And we get 150. Once we divide both sides by 3.75, we go 150 divided by 3.75, scoot over, and 375 goes in here, I think 4 times. And then we would go in there 0 times, so that's where it would end. So our answer choice would be 40. We could have marked a couple answers out. We could have marked this one and this one out based on our knowledge here. Okay, and then the last one, Julie was looking for an architect's blueprint for her house. The scale on the blueprint was 1 inch equals 1 foot. Sorry, a 1/4 inch equals 1 foot on the blueprint. What are the dimensions of the bedroom? We have to do 2 proportions here. We have a 12-foot proportion and a 16-foot proportion. So our words would be inches over feet. And then I'm going to change 1/4 to 0.25 over 1, and I'm going to do X over 12. Okay, so when we cross multiply this, 12 times 0.25 we get X equals 3. So that's going to be 3. This is in the inch spot. So look, there's that one. And then if we do the second one, we're going to get this 0.25 times 16. Bless you. And we get 4. So that's our answer. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know.